Welcome back to the Sweet Life Podcast, Season 3, Episode 5. I had to check. That is the phasing octopus that we call DJ, who is a DJ among 7 other things. That is a reverend named Mark. You got to say the whole thing like a Tribe Called Quest or a pimp named Slickback. This is Professor X. Back joining us again. I'm Eugene Wright, also known as Eugene Wright, but my mama called me Itty. And that is your host, C-No. Fellas, what's happening?
What's good, man? Happy to be back up in this thing again.
Yeah.
For real.
I'm still behind on uploading episodes, but...
Man, we behind. Yeah, man, everybody got a lot of stuff going on right now, so we just chilling.
But that's my commitment for this weekend. Watch Coming to America 2 and get these episodes caught up on YouTube and on the platform. But shout out to everybody that catch the live stream and tap in. Yeah. So, 2-week recap. That's what we do. I'll start off. I definitely was calling some fuck shit. That's too deep for the intro. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that there. But other than that,
we can talk about that off air because I don't know what the hell going on. But
yeah, that was wild.
But my cup. You got my cup?
Nah,
I forgot.
it gotta come in the middle.
Oh, I thought you had already. Never mind. We'll come back to it.
Aside from that, I did drop a new pack today called Reflections.
Right.
So go stream that. Pack 15 of the 2020 Vision Project. I'm almost done. I got 5 left. Other than that, man, just staying busy, man. Trying to put in work, get used to work, and work on what I want to work on as well. That's been my 2 weeks. Professor X, you ain't been here in 2 years. What you got up?
I just work at a factory, man. That's about it. We ain't getting no union or nothing like that.
Shit. I'm gonna talk about that. Yeah.
But yeah, I ain't got shit going on, man. Just working. Happy to be here.
All good. Reverend name Mark.
I'm glad to be alive. Hey. That's the typical preacher answer, ain't it? but yeah, man. I preached 2 funerals in 2 weeks.
Man.
So
2.
And yeah, man.
Fried chicken and collard greens and mac and cheese.
I ain't even go back to the church for none of that.
One ain't go to the Passover.
Right there.
You passed over the Passover.
Man. Right. Yeah, man. One was graveside freezing rain. The other one,
that was last week for sure.
The other one, the week right after, that was the week it snowed and whatnot. Did whatever it did outside, and they it was gonna be a graveside, but they moved it inside to the church. So I was grateful for that, and then we still had to go back to the cemetery to bury him. But I didn't, and they went back to the church to eat and stuff. I got back on the freeway and headed back down 65 north. So
got about that thing.
Had to. I can't stay down there too long. But other than that, man, like I said, I'm grateful to be alive. I'm out of my funk because that was a funk, man. That was like 3 deaths back to back to back for me. So I'm out of my funk, so I'm good to go.
Was it COVID related?
Only one was COVID.
Okay.
The other one was cancer, and the other one was heart problems from complications from a surgery. So
they got stuff.
DJ, lift us up.
Yeah. Okay,
so check this out. Work, fuck that shit.
Right.
I put out like a little 10 minute 31 second performance called Ain't Gonna Lie. It's cool. The video for it is cool and all that. I put out like a intro video for my streaming, my YouTube. I've been streaming. Putting out music and streaming. That's it.
Pocket dimension is open.
Hey, come be an observer
and get some merch.
Definitely get the merch.
Yeah.
Cause so I'm gonna have my cup on here like Letterman or some shit.
Oh, that's
Leno.
Yeah.
You know, when they had them cups full of liquor and shit. Or whatever else the fuck they be having. Alright, the speed alone, man. My 2 weeks it's all been the same for real.
Oh, I was on what's it called also? The Paragon Files.
What is that?
Hey.
Please explain that. Is that a niche?
Yeah, that's a niche show.
Okay, I couldn't watch it because I was in.
I tried to watch it with the audio.
Yeah.
Deep in the crevices,
In the zoo.
redneck land,
In the zoo.
Yeah, in the crevices. Yeah.
But yeah, like that was good times. We talked about like how cancel culture like and bias affects like the growth of hip hop. Shit. So
Everything, man.
If you give a fuck.
yeah. Had Sean Jude on there. Shit. Like, it was cool. It was cool.
So everybody watched it except for me. Yeah.
I call about maybe 20 minutes of it.
Okay.
But yeah, back to you.
Man, look, same shit every day. Like just work, man. The only thing that really, my diet or whatever, I've been seeing a lot of progress in my vegan diet and my weight loss, so that's good. I feel much better. I feel good to have to deal with all this fuck shit I have to deal with on a day-to-day basis, man. But yeah, just happy Coming to America came out. That's my favorite movie. So yeah, we about to talk about that. So yeah, I'm ready to just get started, man.
Good.
Before we get into the drink menu, do y'all want to start with some serious shit, or do y'all want to just start with the Coming to America lighthearted shit?
Yeah, let's start lighthearted, man.
Yeah. But yeah, take it away, John.
Drink menu, water, dessert wine, nigga, red Moscato, because I'm trying to cut back on liquor. DJ, what the fuck is that?
This
That
is
devil shit.
straight to L. Stout at the devil. Oatmeal stout with coffee. It's straight. Like I think straight to L's from Huntsville.
So sponsor this shit.
You know what I'm saying?
The old Stone Middle School.
That's where's
I
that?
think so, yeah. They turned the middle school into like a brewery. And
Yeah, I
all
think
that
I rolled
stuff.
past it when I went up there to visit
Right,
I saw
right.
the spot. Yeah. And shout out to Sip in Huntsville.
Oh, talking about the black owned wine spot.
That one ain't the black owned spot. They was closed when we went up there.
Oh, because
But-
we talked about this.
Yeah, the cigar spot. It's just a nice vibe in there. So shout out to Sip. Yeah. Sponsor this shit. Y'all can sponsor this shit too. Yeah, take it away. What we got?
Coming to America too, man. It's been 33 years, 88. 33 years since the original, man. This is my favorite movie. This is how me and this nigga learn how to curse.
Right.
And not just how to curse, we learn how to curse with perfect timing from watching that shit. Like, our mom just used to put the VHS on and walk the fuck out of the room. And we'll watch it over and over and over and fucking over again for years. We probably watched that same fucking tape all the way up till we was like 14 or some shit. And then we was still watching it in high school.
Yeah.
watched that shit
Watch the
when we was in
motherfucking
college.
tape.
Right.
Yeah.
We watched that shit forever.
Right.
Yeah, I
And
remember
we'll
y'all had
watch it
showed Tim that shit.
Yeah,
for
we
the
did
first
show
time.
him
that
shit
shit.
for the
Yeah. So man, just want to go around and y'all tell us y'all fondest memories of Coming to America and what y'all think of the new movie. So whoever want to start first. I know spoilers or whatever. I know Jay,
Yeah.
but it's Coming to America. You gonna watch the shit?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
So yeah, who want to
Regardless.
start, man? You want to go first, man?
I mean, it don't matter to me.
Go ahead.
As far as the new movie, I mean, it was cool. It was expected for me. Like, I knew it wasn't going to be as raw and crazy as the first one. 'Cause I don't even think back then people was expecting it to be what it was.
Right.
But this one, I mean, I'd say the storyline, I think they try to put a lot in an hour and a half. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But I understand why. You know what I'm saying? They had to make it make sense when you're doing a sequel and all that shit, especially 30 years later. But I mean, it's something you can have your kids watch, which is unlike the first one. So you know what I'm saying? Unless you
Don't
that's how
give
you
a
get
fuck.
down. But yeah, that shit was straight. Like, I like how they still. I feel like they thought about the audience. Like, man, we got to have this, or we got to have that. We got to show how this. Close this out, close that out, you know what I'm saying? I like that part about it. And it was overall, I just finished watching it before I got here, so yeah, it was straight to me. I ain't got no complaints about it. A lot of people don't think it's maybe corny because it's more family friendly, but it's cool to me, man. But like, as far as my fondest memories and shit of the old one, man, shit, where you want to start?
Go for it, man.
Every scene in that movie is a daily quotable for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I work with a new coworker, I walk up like, who the fuck is this ass? But you know what I mean? Shit, that shit helped mold who I am today. That's crazy.
Right.
It did. So, I mean, overall, man, I liked it. I mean, it is what it is.
Hey, Stu, your rent's due, motherfucker.
Right.
And don't be pulling that ball down the stairs.
Hey, that's literally my favorite line in the movie.
Are
dog.
you conscious?
That nigga say, are you conscious? This nigga say, you conscious. Like, that nigga told that nigga he was conscious.
Every month, the same damn thing. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that nigga was a slumlord. Okay, now what the fuck do you want? We can sign your room. Yeah, you
better
got
have money. You niggas got money. They say,
come on in. That shit, man. Man, every fucking line, from that first hour and a half of the original movie, man, it's just straight, just bars. Like it's like they just dropping fucking bars like a rap.
For real.
For real. This shit was heavy.
I mean, my everyday quotable is "boy, good." Like,
For real.
and the original drop mics.
Right. First time you seen somebody drop mic.
That's where that shit came from.
Yeah, drops the mic. Didn't come from that. That's the original.
Right.
Man, what else? I did. I guess this on some weird shit, but you know. I had a rat tail when I was little, so I enjoy seeing a nigga in the movie with a rat tail.
Yeah.
Alright.
it's gonna make a reappearance in the new one.
Yeah.
You'll see it.
Bet.
You'll see it.
Yeah.
And then, if I'm not mistaken, though, we just speak on something else for a side note. This was like when Eddie was just like on fire, like the original one. If I'm not mistaken, he wrote and directed the first comedy.
No, it's literally one of the best comedy movies. Like one of the best movies
in the world.
Like
in the world, comedy movie.
Like ever. It's like one of literally the best movies ever.
It's the highest grossing movie in Africa. Period. History of movies.
Damn.
Highest grossing movie of the continent.
Black Panther canine type.
I noticed that on Amazon they had it in like like 20 different languages or something.
Yeah.
Like,
that shit was real. Oh yeah, they already went. They released the shit early, nigga. It's supposed to came out today. They released that motherfucker Thursday. Like the shit was finna get bootlegged or something like that. You know, they had
Streaming wars, bro. Like streaming wars found its way to the
when you said niggas had to get it before the release.
Just wait till the NFT movies.
You know about NFTs and shit?
We were just talking about that.
We'll come back to that. Oh,
come on, dog.
What else you got on the Jane before we go to? What you got, Ma?
Let him finish. You finished?
Yeah, I'm finished, man. I gotta watch the next one tomorrow.
Well, yeah, man. I enjoyed it from beginning to end. It was solid to me. Like he said, good way to connect stuff from the last one to this one. But like you said, tried to pack too much into an hour and a half and try.
Right.
But it was still good.
Right.
Like if they would have had an extra 30 minutes, I think it would have been top tier. But and like you said, family friendly also. So people were expecting it to be as raunchy as the first one, and then you're not gonna get that in 2021.
Not in this climate.
And they purposely talked about that shit in the movie. When they tried to get counsel in the goddamn barbershop.
Exactly.
There's clear scenes where you like, man, he should have cussed when he said that.
Exactly.
They did that. I think they was kind of joking on.
Oh no, like that movie. That movie is very self-aware.
Right.
Like, cause even when they're in like the little garden and he talking to the barber, and you know what I'm saying, they joke about like sequels that don't need to be made,
right?
And shit,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Perfect that they put that in there.
Yeah, no, like it's a lot of like real decent writing in that shit.
Yeah, it took them 5 years to write.
Okay, but like Rick Ross's house is nice.
And that nigga had to make an appearance since they using his house. They had
was he in it?
He what's it called? He was one of Wesley Snipes' soldiers.
Yeah,
Rick Ross.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't catch.
He's standing there with what's his name?
He was
Mike said he was
Yeah.
in the movie.
He was literally in it for like a minute.
So in the beginning, when Wesley Snipes still ass.
No, it ain't even in the beginning. It's like a little bit deeper in the middle.
Right in the middle.
He in like 2 or 3 scenes, but he only got like 1 line.
Yeah.
Wow, I did not fucking.
But I mean,
He said
all-star
he-
cast, man. I mean, goodness.
Yeah. No, Trevor Noah.
Punk
Oh,
ass.
it was perfect.
Yeah.
It was the perfect shit for Trevor Noah, man.
Like,
that shit lined up just right.
no, like, the satire's still there, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's solid.
I didn't like John Legend singing, but
At the end,
period.
That nigga.
that nigga was only singing at the end, right?
But I
He on the
understand they
soundtrack.
probably couldn't get
Yeah.
clearance for all them. You know, all them
Yeah.
songs. They made a lot of those songs popular for people our
Alright.
age. You know what I'm saying?
But
they remixed.
I will
a bunch
say
of them
this,
too,
man.
and
That's
them-
why
and them-
they
and them
did.
ho- and them
I
hoes
will
still
say
is.
this. They wasted the opportunity with Tiana Taylor.
Oh my god, yeah.
I feel like it's a lot of shit on the cutting room floor.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But like I get
I
like
like
they
to see
wanted
that,
it. I get they wanted to like do the callback to the, you know what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
as ridiculous as
It
it,
went-
should have been.
you know what I mean?
But it was still cool.
Because they was very cognizant of
Bark
how
like a
people
dog.
Yeah.
take it, you know.
Cause like, but even like, you know, the scene where like the daughter like fucks up, where the daughters fuck up the soldiers, like,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
Yeah, they was
'Cause-
empowering women, you know.
Yeah.
Gotta put
But
that
like-
in
And
there.
it also
but then they also show you that. But they also show you earlier that like, hey, they actually know how to fight.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying?
It's
Like,
a part of that training.
It
it ain't just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They established that like they are capable girls.
Yeah, we princesses and shit, but
Hey.
we whoop ass.
And nigga, the chick that played his oldest daughter,
Yeah.
she is gorgeous.
Her and the barber chick.
Oh yes.
And the who?
The one who he married.
Yeah.
The barber chick.
Oh yeah, nah.
And I was thinking about her. I had them NERD vibes. I just want to tape you.
Hey.
Hey, you be platinum.
All
She
night.
cold.
Hey.
But yeah, you got anything else, Mom?
As far as the original one goes,
And you touch her boobs too.
as far as the original one goes, some of my favorite shit from the original. My son works.
Nonsense.
Man, James Earl Jones, the god, man.
Oh.
and then not too long after that, when he get to the McDowell's house,
Oh.
what are you? He got his own
Y'all
money.
just lying. This nigga had his funeral while he was alive, nigga.
That nigga said, let's have my funeral today.
He said,
He knew
he said, right.
Man,
I'm
but no, he wanted to have his shit while he was alive, nigga.
Right.
That shit.
He
That's
don't
dope
get no
shit.
more assholes than
Nah, that's what I knew. That's what I knew. I was like, oh, this movie got a special type of satire going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then the nigga, when he got to the McDowell's house, old girl, Lisa's sister,
The freak.
yeah, she said, she said,
I'm like, he's a prince.
yeah, she said, that's the prince.
Goddamn
A
simp.
king was just a servant. He said, who told you that? Who told you?
No, you know what
She
else?
said, Lisa, I was getting to
Yeah. I cannot believe it, man.
Who was the guy in the bathroom? Oh, just some guy that met in the bathroom.
That sounds so fucking awkward.
Exactly. That's what she looked at him like.
That's how you.
"What?"
Good writing, dog.
Exactly.
That shit was perfect,
Man,
man.
it would have been solid if they had that moment in there too.
When he went back.
Like,
When
I
he went back.
understand.
You got anything else? DJ?
Also, man, I hate that Zamundu didn't get like fleshed out because as a country, all you know is the McDowells and the council.
Right, they got a McDowell's and some now, you know.
What?
Like, but where do all those other people live? Like,
Also,
let's-
if you notice, they made a point to say that the country was not poor.
yeah,
Like Wesley Snipes' country.
yeah, no, but like, show us that. You know what I mean?
That's on the cutting room floor too. I
Yeah.
feel like it should have been like two at least.
Because like, if you really want us to like feel for your nation, like, if you want us to feel like Zamunda's lived in, like, don't have all your citizens be at the castle. Like, actually,
every time.
like,
right.
Every time.
like, actually have, you know,
Yeah.
a nation.
Pull me up.
It's a comedy.
Yeah, nah, but like, and then like, you know, like pacing issues with like the time limit or whatever, because
They'll get that director's cut.
oh yeah, We get the Snyder cut.
Yeah.
Fuck Snyder. Yeah.
We gonna see what that's talking about. I ain't excited about that one.
Oh no, I'm gonna tell you now. Extra movie doesn't make a bad movie a better movie. You just get more of a bad movie.
Right.
So like, get ready. It's gonna be more awkward Superman.
No sports bar. What he said? No sports bra. Just keep it bouncing. That's sidebar, but yeah. But anyhow, what's your fondest memories, man?
Man, look.
Fuck yes, fuck you.
But look, like the whole like don't be pulling that falling down the stairs shit. Like that's my shit. Like literally my favorite scene in the movie.
Right.
and then like, you know, Samuel Jackson coming in that bitch.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad. I'm gonna get to that.
Like, where this nigga at? You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that.
Probably wanted to check.
I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that.
Like, man,
Showed up to that new McDonald's when he was eating that vegan.
We gotta say this
Hey.
week, Flores. This week, fries.
fucking like,
Oh, he in there.
Like-
He the man now. He the manager.
dog.
This nigga had
Louis Anderson ain't had shit else to do but being Coming to America too.
Now you know that motherfucker got a show on FX that people watch.
been
It's
on.
real like highly rated. Yeah.
No, I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
know he still
Well, he
active
cross
like
dressing the show. It's real fucking ridiculous.
Oh, see, I don't know. Like I ain't.
Oh, you talking about
Time.
that American Horror Story shit?
I don't know what it is,
Sound
but
like
they
it.
was talking about it. It was like he played a woman, an older white woman.
Yeah.
It's some tripped out shit.
yeah.
People love it.
I mean, like fucking David Duchovny. He played what's it called? He played like a
I didn't know that. That's
he
crazy.
played like a trans FBI agent in
Oh hell no.
in fucking Twin Peaks. This is back in '91.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
David Duchovny did his best acting in Californication. That's one of the
Hey,
greatest
look at this
series
shit.
of all time. I just want to
I
What's the name of my
Start
shit though?
watching
Twin
that
Peaks
shit
is
one
my
day,
They
shit.
demanded they put a white
Yeah, I
kid
got
in
one
it.
for the '80s. Yeah, and
after I watched, I think I
No,
watched. It was one episode
For the
where
80s
I saw
version.
I just saw what I saw the first episode and I was hooked. I
That
was
nigga
like,
daughter
oh
was
god,
an atheist and shit. That shit a trip.
she was a perfect blend of both of them. But I digress.
X-Files is my shit.
You got anything else, man? Before I take it home, because you already know,
Right.
man. Yeah, that's the character
That
right
shit
there.
called baskets, man.
Yeah, that shit tripped out.
I'm gonna check it
Man,
out.
first off, the only two gripes I had with the film that it wasn't long. I expected at least to be like 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Because it's been 30 years.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I understand that they had time constraints with the studio more than likely. Because I think if it was just Paramount, they would probably let Eddie do whatever the fuck he wanted to do. But Amazon probably wanted them to chop it.
Yeah.
And Sam Jackson, man, because that's like probably one of the most iconic scenes in the fucking movie. And the fact that, you know, me and my son watched it together for the first time a couple of months ago, that particular scene stood out the most to him. He rewinded that shit about 5 times.
That shit's
Who
hilarious.
the fuck is this?
Anybody move, I'll blow your fucking head off.
Hey,
Right,
what? He
right.
said what? He said what? He said, who the fuck is this asshole? Fuck you.
My son had the same reaction we had because we used to rewind that shit as if we ain't never seen it before. At least once a week.
Right.
Just rewind the fuck out of that shit. It never stopped being funny. It's still
On
funny.
VHS.
Right.
Please
No,
refrain
like,
from using
how many times have we
any
just sat in your
presence of
apartment
his
just
people.
smoking and just watched that shit?
What?
Can't count. Like, fuck it, man. Let's throw this shit up. Right now.
Please refrain from using any further obscenities in the presence of his people.
Fuck you. Man, I know that shit
I'm
like.
warning you, I will be forced to thrash you.
Freeze, you disease.
Come on. Don't be wasting my time.
Stop stalling me, fam.
Man, Louis Anderson is a hell of an actor too, because if you notice when he putting the money in the bag, the shit floating, dollars floating in the air and shit. That shit was funny than the motherfucker.
That's how you know you watched it too much, when you notice all the all the
Man.
shit that was going
The little boy with his goddamn hands on his. What you looking at, buddy? Man, that shit was funny than the motherfucker, man. But yeah, as far as the movie, they definitely wanted to stay on par with the times that we live in now, making it, you know, socially conscious, Me Too-ish. You know, very women were progressive thinking, women feminists.
Yeah, because the sexism of your traditions.
Yeah. They definitely,
like,
you know, talked about traditionalism, how that can halt real progression.
Yeah.
And also it was perfectly parallel to the first one.
Right.
But in a different way because, you know,
it was like reverse fish out of water type shit.
Yeah. So I enjoyed that. Wesley Snipes, man, he was like, you know, an X factor in the movie. Like people have never seen Wesley Snipes that way.
Right.
Yeah.
So it was cool to see that Tiana Taylor looking like a whole bunch of orgasms.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, it was the beautiful
some of
women.
Scenes, man, like Wesley was trying to hold back from laughing.
Man, you know how many times I had to read? That's another reason why the movie had to probably be edited, because they fucked up so many scenes in that movie. From just
because
laughing.
they played the what's it called?
Just laughing.
Outtakes. He's goofy as hell.
Yeah. The whole, James Earl Jones, man, he told them he would do the movie, but he didn't want to do the raunchy shit. He told Eddie that was his only deal, so that's why it wasn't as over the top with his particular character. But yeah, he still hated Simi to fucking death. Please just kill him. When he was like, just kill him right now. But the whole funeral scene, man, when it come on and you hear fucking Morgan Freeman voice, man.
Yeah.
Right.
I literally fucking lost it. I was like, they taking it there? Like, they really, that's when I text you, like, these niggas wild.
Oh, dog, that funeral, that shit was hilarious.
In Vogue, nigga. They took it back to the 90s, fucking Salt and
Salt Pepper came? Yeah. But no, like,
old to the 90s.
But no, when he just sitting there, and he just in the coffin, right? And I'm just like, they just gonna have a funeral with this nigga just sit here.
That makes sense.
Then that nigga,
okay, I'll die now.
They don't get no cooler than that.
Celebrate it, you know what I'm saying?
that shit.
It kind of had like that North Korean vibe, like
straight up, like
like when they died, talking about how they created God, heavens and herbs and shit. I'm like, this motherfucker a fool.
God, the universe was created for King Jaffa Joffa.
Morgan Freeman narrating and shit. Do niggas understand? Like
that shit is so silly. It's real self-aware.
Yeah, Eddie was smoking that gas when he wrote that. He was in the room, was like, man, this gonna get him right here. You know what I'm saying? Salt and Pepper, man. Yeah. The barbershop scene, it didn't hit as hard as we was all like, here they go. But they had it's almost like somebody on probation and they know it, so they don't want to fuck up. Yeah. That's how the barbers was. Like, we can't say that. We'll lose everything, Yeah. Right. They that was a hell of a fourth wall breaking.
What's wrong with you, boy? No, get
the hell up out of here. When he said, no, that's fucked up. You get up out of here.
Get up out of
set the tone, right? Yeah. We can't say all that shit.
Yeah. The fucking how the fuck them motherfuckers even alive, though? They gotta be in their 80s, man. That shit was tripping.
They was in their 80s in the 80s.
In fact, they was talking about gentrification and all that shit.
Hey, my bill is worth $10 million. Man, shut up. Your bill ain't $10 million. Yes, it is.
Anyway, but yeah, man. Yeah, that shit was hella cool. I enjoyed it. People may have some reservations on it, but goddamn. I mean, Blueprint 2, and that would be Blueprint, or Stillmatic.
No, I'm gonna tell you what it is, man. It's like the Creed 2 to Rocky 4. If y'all ever seen like Rocky 4, then y'all seen Creed 2. Like
we love Rocky 4. You can't win.
How big he is?
Drago.
That nigga came out. It's fucking James Brown.
Living in America.
Cut to this nigga funeral.
Yeah. No, this nigga on the campus.
Throw it in the towel.
Oh, bald head dude, yeah.
Goddamn time. Man, but no, like,
man, we should do movie reviews. This shit fun. This shit fun in the motherfucker.
Yeah, for real, bro.
But no, yeah. Okay, real like my fun is scenes.
Because we goddamn find comedy and all the fucked up goddamn movies.
I mean, the shit funny though.
Just like Precious, goddamn, the whole time I'm laughing at that shit.
That movie.
That shit is so ridiculous, man.
That shit is misery porn. Like
that's a good, yeah. It is.
Probably make white people feel so fortunate.
Dog.
got slapped.
Miserable.
You know what I'm saying? That was
Like, for
it
real.
was so disgusting, man.
No,
I
that shit was
couldn't get
miserable.
through it.
That nigga got a big
That's the
ass
shit that won
glove.
awards though.
Yeah, that motherfucker when that big bitch had stole that food and she was just eating it and the shit was all over her
Hey,
face.
get that big bitch. She ran out the door.
And
That movie so fucked up.
Man, that motherfucker look like a D lineman running with that goddamn food out that motherfucker, man.
She like a goddamn guard pulling
Holy
the
shit.
You know what I'm saying?
the block on the run.
Let's not.
No.
Okay, let's not.
First off, anybody that know me know like my brain fucked up anyway. So I'ma laugh at fucked up shit. And so like
I'm definitely not going to watch it.
The crack by the bed, all types. I mean, come on, man. That shit. It did something to my spirit. I'm like, man, cut this off.
It take Chris to talk about it, man.
Oh yeah, I know. Chris
my
probably
God.
had tears coming out his eyes man.
every time.
That nigga's a real dick.
Every time.
He a real asshole, man. That nigga, he don't give a fuck, man.
Right.
That nigga sit up and watch YouTube videos of the retarded nigga on Howard Stern. What's the nigga?
talking about Beetlejuice.
Yeah. He'll sit up and watch it for hours.
Just laughing at
just
that
laugh
nigga.
at it.
No, like listen, man. I understand that.
Man,
Like when I got in trouble for laughing at like a little person as a kid, I was like, oh right. Then I look back on it, I was like, oh right. My mind been fucked. And so like this is who I am.
We American.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Man, because of his fucking brother, I had no idea that it was a show that existed called My 600-Pound Life.
Oh yeah.
I was
No,
kicking
that
with
shit, bro.
Nigga, I was kicking it with them one night, and he was like, "Man, watch this shit. You probably ain't never seen it." And he kept rewinding the shit. They had a big greasy motherfucker on a golf cart. That motherfucker slid off the golf cart. Them niggas went crying. I'm like, man, I gotta get the fuck out of here. That shit just too much, man. That shit was funny as hell. That motherfucker slid off that golf cart though. He was he like a goddamn whale. He was so fucking helpless and shit. I'm like, man, I shouldn't be watching this, man. This is fucking awful, man. I can't. But then nigga said, turn that tape on. I can't watch this. But no, for real.
It's some fucked up, like, Americans really enjoy watching some
masochist type
like,
shit.
Dog.
If we gonna
on, man.
dwell on this topic, the most fucked up shit I watched that I laughed at was probably the intervention show with the chick that was huffing aerosol. Like, these niggas cold, man. I can't even front. I was weak at that one.
They cold, man.
Walking on sunshine. I just couldn't do it. I was like, all right, this is not it.
Real life is some funny shit, man.
That shit wild,
That
dog.
shit is fucked, man.
Go ahead, though,
Real quick, favorite scenes, of course, is the barbershop scene. Like, I'm kind of, I've been watching the movie so much, so the nuances, like with Jake Steinfeld, the Jewish bodybuilder from the 80s and shit, the nigga driving the taxi, you dumb fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What is the fuck?
What does a dumb fuck mean? This nigga crying too. Y'all niggas wild, man. When them niggas steal that goddamn luggage, man, that shit funny than a motherfucker. Stop it! Yo, you wanna buy some toothbrushes, man?
This is
Let's not hygiene equipment. So I got
That
hell of a
shit-
hair dryer.
Check it out. Hey, that shit. The whole barbershop, the pageant, donations. I thought it was the trash, goddamn. That shit.
Besides, whoop your motherfucking
Fucking
ass.
ass. Ain't nobody giving me shit.
No, that shit.
That, man, of course, Sam J. It just, man.
Every scene in that movie is, like I said, it's a quotable.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
All right, man. Let me change the hue, man. Talk about some serious shit. We definitely gonna stop laughing. Well, maybe we won't. But let's talk about the crime rate in Birmingham, man. Like the report came out, I want to say Monday, and they was talking about where all the murders take place, all of that shit.
Oh, by my house?
Goddamn, 5 points west, man.
Oh,
Fuck,
my
we gotta
house?
do better.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. Let me tie this.
I listen to this shit every night.
Iraq and
Live and in person.
Right.
Listen, man.
Sound like the beginning of Ether, huh?
Dog.
Jay-Z.
What's up, nigga?
You? What?
Listen, man. Imagine reading that shit Monday, and I went to the health food store today. in 5 Points, man. I'm coming out the health food store, minding my business.
That's the spot. Shout out to Bama.
Yeah. Open
Health food.
nutritious. Thank you, man. I don't carry guns or weapons in broad daylight. I carry them more so at night when I'm moving around or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like 9 o'clock in the fucking morning. I ain't got no gun. Motherfucker pull up on my ass, like, cause I parked on the side of the building. Motherfucker pull up in the SUV and just hop out. And I immediately put my goddamn hands up. This is a true story. This happened today.
I mean,
they like, all these niggas got gold in their mouth. They reaching and shit. I just do this. Hey, bro. I said, get it, bro. I ain't,
You can have the vitamins, bro.
Yeah, you whatever, man. I'm like, fuck, they finna get mine. I ain't never got robbed in my life. I'm like, damn, they got it. Cause I'm finna give it up, man. I got shit to do. I gotta live, man. I gotta see it. Fuck it, take it all, man. I get this shit back. Them motherfuckers, I ain't gonna front. I wasn't scared, but I was conscious of the environment, the fucking environment I'm in. Broad daylight, that shit don't fucking matter in this fucking town. So I just say, hey, you got it. He's like, nah, bro, chill, bro, ain't nothing like that. But we do got these iPhone 12 shit. We got them on deck. They had them fresh in the box. And I was so disoriented, like, man, nah, I'm good on it. Cause I'm like, I ain't know whether to run to the car to get my shit. Cause if I felt like if I ran, they was gonna pop my ass. So I just was like, hey, fuck it. But I did go to my car and I still just and I immediately called this nigga. I'm like, man, I thought these niggas had lined me up, bro. But yeah, but that just goes to show you where the fuck we at in this town, man. Like, out of the 122 murders that took place, the majority of them, like 40%, was in fucking West Birmingham, Ansley, Central Park, 5 Points. Goddamn, 5 Points is supposed to be a point of commerce, but niggas are getting clipped over there. Yeah. Had an alarming.
I mean, but niggas, it's crazy though, cause like niggas been getting
that hotel.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
chill out.
Nah, niggas been
because of that hotel.
That's the safe zone.
Hey, niggas been getting smoked out there, dog.
I don't feel like you're in the hood.
Dog. That shit crazy, cause once they did the crossplex, and then like through the hotel and then the Starbucks, I was like,
what are they
bruh,
thinking? Right.
Niggas get smoked out here.
Yeah, they gonna fence all this shit in. Like,
and then they bring the goddamn World Games down here.
You know what I'm saying?
Fam, the World Games coming. Some of them events gonna take place at Crossplex.
Niggas better get robbed.
No, this shit gonna be like Brazil 2.0.
Niggas gonna be going against Pizza and Little Caesars. Right. Better take care of the Domino's right there. That's inside the goddamn.
But I said, let me be clear. In the World Games defense, a lot of motherfuckers gonna probably be from Yugoslavia and shit. This shit, they gonna feel right at home in this motherfucker. Yeah. They do that shit every day.
I mean, man, but like that was
not them niggas traveling from Yugoslavia.
Right. Not them like
them niggas got money to go to the World Games. Right. Them niggas is not expected.
You remember in Brazil,
she
like
said they getting robbed out real.
Hey, straight up, like, hey, you remember when Brazil? You remember the Olympics in Brazil? Like. Right. Athletes was getting robbed.
Have you seen God?
They was also getting STDs.
Dice turning a little say real quick.
Right.
Hey, man.
And I got a truck driving homeboy. He rode through, bro. He was like, man, I passed through, man. They got them lights, man. That shit look nice. I said, man, you know how many niggas gonna get robbed up under them lights, man. I ain't gonna never want to go down there again.
And I'm gonna be at some event just watching the shit happen.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like,
man, I was coming back from Green Acres the other night, about 2 nights ago, man. And passing and passing up on the bridge, coming back to the house.
Which one?
Downtown. Went to downtown.
First Avenue.
Yeah. And so I came back downtown right by the BJCC, came up on the bridge. And all I see is a damn truck parked over there, and then I see a nigga and a chick over there to the side, up on the bridge, right by one of the posts. I told him, I said, we need to watch that, cause that's the kind of shit you see in movies. He about to get ready to kill her.
Straight up,
nigga.
That shit gonna be crazy when they do the little park and then they add the skate park and shit.
Skate park.
We need a skate park for, man.
Hey, look, hold on, you gotta relax.
Man, listen.
Hey, look, man.
Keep the skate parks and 5 Points out.
Nah, them my peoples, man. Hey. No, we need that.
You gotta relax.
All right, man. Right. Real quick, what do y'all think, man, in y'all personal opinion, what can be done to stifle this shit, man? Straight up. What the fuck? Like, we're gonna go around the horn.
Get these niggas money.
Exactly.
Gene.
Man, I've wrecked my brain with that for years.
I know, right?
I've literally tried. Like, In my opinion, man, it has to be a complete systematic change, especially on the west side of town. My plan, we spoke about it off air. But, and of course, it's a long way.
They're alive. You're coming with me.
RoboCop. We had a nigga named RoboCop.
Hit it with that.
That was between Winona and West End.
Hit it with that JT Laser, dog. The TJ Laser.
Remember, we had a RoboCop.
Yeah.
Winona and West End. Like, it just didn't work. But shout out to RoboCop, wherever you at.
That nigga a jerk, man.
Niggas was. Man, I seen the nigga skirt out on his ass.
If anybody knows the
whereabouts
of the latest version of our RoboCop, it went missing. The last pinged.
Ping, goddamn.
That should be in somebody's backyard, goddamn.
Oh yeah,
man. We need a complete systematic change. In Birmingham, and maybe this is pipe dream shit, maybe it's well wishing, but I think of course it starts at the root of economics, but not in a vague sense of like, oh, just give niggas jobs and they won't have to rob niggas. No, like it takes so much more than that. Like, first off,
you got these niggas what to do with them, man.
The entire west side of Birmingham is a food desert.
Man,
and if you take into account shit like, just the everyday concept of putting food on the table, how many people supplement, buy food based on like EBT and you know what I'm saying, just all those type of dynamics into it. First off, it's a food desert. Right. A community garden can't feed us. We need more.
Everybody gotta know how to grow something.
Not even know how to grow, bro. Like, you can grow, man, there's plots of land that you can put a 20-story building on and grow food on all levels and feed people. I think they take care of a one dire need. That's one. Two, the energy consumption on the west side of town leads to extremely high power bills. So we need sources of like clean energy. Like, I had the idea of like building an energy park.
Solar panels and shit. You can get credit for that.
Solar panels, but even what if you put like a gym here and however much you work out and you make the people healthier,
put power back into the grid.
It put powers back into the grid and they can use like their address or the last word, they social tie into their household, and all those people can contribute to getting free power. Because a lot of the homes are like older homes that was built in like the 1920s, 30s, and 40s. And they're 2-story homes, or they're wide homes, and they got underground furnaces,
DJ house,
whatever, you know what I'm saying? But it takes so much to heat those homes, to cool those homes, so they pay extremely high power bills. So between food and power, which are like necessary elements of living, it creates a ill dynamic, and then there's no real big business on the west side of town. These fucking power plants that may blow up any minute and destroy the neighborhood.
Fucking railroad tracks.
You know what I'm saying?
Trap you in the motherfucker.
It's so much. For real. Like, it's
especially right by when
you think about our neighborhoods. There's the railroad track that crosses Jefferson Avenue and 24th Street, which leads all the way to Winona on like basically by Brookhaven and Snavely. And then there's the other railroad track that blocks off fucking East Scooter, that leads all the way to, blocks you off from Homewood. Like,
you can literally get trapped in this motherfucker.
You can, yeah. And there's no freeway entrances in this motherfucker.
That shit funny, but it's like,
not. This is real systematic design shit that has to change on a level when you look at it in a bigger picture.
That's every city in America, though.
So, I mean, that's every inner city, which is why, you know what I'm saying, like, people are pushed into these areas, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's by design, but we need a very systematic change. My first two...
right out of that motherfucker.
My first two, without rambling, would just be food and energy. Like, I think if we can fix those, then we'll be able to fix everything else. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll have that's a basic start for a better quality of life.
I feel that.
Of course, the police shit is the police shit, and we'll have to deal with that eventually. Yeah. That's a whole nother monster.
Yeah.
I feel what you're saying. That shit would take a long time, in my opinion. But I feel it, like, something got to happen. And me personally, I just believe don't nothing change till people's mind change. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all know somebody who'd been in the streets, probably robbed somebody, sold dope, shot somebody, whatever. But as we got older, they might have had a kid or started a family and decided, you know what I'm saying, this ain't me no more. I need to get my shit together. And I just feel like, yeah, we need all what you're saying. And I feel like the free education we got, it wasn't free at all. Like, it's been costing us our whole life.
Literally because, prison pipeline shit.
Right, like, they never taught us financial literacy and shit. Like, there's so many ways to make money, but we only see what we see. You only know what you know. You only see what you see. So, you know, it's like a bottleneck. We all trying to get the same shit, and there's so much other shit out here. And as far as, like, seeing how this shit could change, I think, like, whatever somebody believe that they can contribute to change shit, I think they just gotta do it. I think, just like with anything, time, innovation, technology will catch up to where you might already be. You know what I'm saying? But somebody had to walk that lonely path and, you know what I'm saying, pay the way to show niggas like, hey, this can be done. You know what I'm saying? And that shit take time and effort and a whole lot of stress. But it can happen. You know what I'm saying? We've had people before, and we'll have people in the future. It's just, are the youth, people our age, are they gonna pay attention and try to, you know what I'm saying, adapt to, okay, man, I see these guys trying to do this, man, I like that. You know what I'm saying? Man, that's why I say a change of mind, because, you know what I'm saying, somebody could see things progressing, man. You're like, man, nigga, I'm finna still sell this dope, finna go rob this nigga, whatever the case may be. Like, that shit gotta start with self. But once it starts with self, like you're saying, like, that stuff got to be there for somebody to, you know what I'm saying, to want to do better. So there's a lot of people want to do better, but they don't see no options. They don't see no opportunities. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like, it gotta be something out here, some foundation, some structure to help people get, you know, change their ways and get out of situations. Because sometimes a lot of us be victims of just circumstance and environment. But yeah, your mind definitely got to change though. Like, just saying I'm gonna get my shit together now. You just gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta start taking some steps. Yeah. That's all I got.
Mark, Rip.
I agree with both of them. Definitely a mindset thing, man. When people start to learn how to stop comparing their lives to other people's lives, trying to get what everybody else got, looking at the next man's pocket, looking at the next man's lifestyle, when they realize that a lot of these people faking it, man,
they damn sure doing that,
and they ain't got it them damn selves. Once they realize that this whole system fucking all of us up, except for those people that's really at the top of that money shit for real, who really got this stuff, who really born into the privilege, and realize that everybody else is really out here grinding for whatever they do have. They'll learn how to stop.
They appreciate shit.
Yeah, they appreciate what they have, where they are, and appreciate the fact that they can obtain it too, if they put their mind to it.
Right.
If they were willing to put in the work and stop trying to take everybody else's stuff, man. Take everybody else's life. Now, a lot of the murders that people think these murders in Birmingham, right? But that's another story for another time.
Right.
But the other crime, the robberies and stuff, man. People learn to stop taking other people's hard-earned shit when they realize that it really is hard-earned, and they ain't out here getting shit handed to them.
Right.
Like they think it is. Like, how can you call me? How can you call a nigga Silver Spoon? He grew up in the same apartment complex as you, nigga. You grew up in the same projects as
and
you.
niggas do that
Everybody
all
broke.
time.
Right. How?
Keep it real.
How?
His parents just had more pride than your parents.
Exactly, and wanted to get out
They still broke too.
Exactly.
Right. They struggling trying to make it work.
Exactly.
Right,
Just got more pride.
Exactly.
A little bit more pride to work on.
Just like my perfect example. My grandmama now. How you gonna break in my grandmama's house and shit, man? Back in the day,
somebody broke you.
This back in the day.
Okay.
Like before we were all born. Broke in my grandma's house and stole my uncle sweaters with his name on them. So now you
That shit wasn't funny at the time.
that shit funny.
Walking down,
Yeah,
nigga
that's
named
different.
Chris walking down the street with a Rodney t-shirt.
Exactly. Like
I'm sorry.
like nigga, your name ain't Kenny. What you went around some shit and say Kenny.
My bad, man.
Oh, you good, bro. That's
Kenneth
real
Cole. Like, it's
right.
new shit.
It's just Kenneth though. Like
Right.
it's the fancy, like the black lady.
Right, you
shit.
think it's a brand? Nah, nigga, this.
That's my uncle shit, nigga.
But yeah, real talk, man. Yeah, like that. They my grandma spent a little bit of time right here in Loving Village with my mama and them, raising them a little bit. She spent a couple probably no more than a year or so.
That's such a
Right.
double-edged sword too. But go ahead.
Yeah, man. So and y'all get what I'm saying, man. Like.
Nigga said took my uncle shit.
That nigga so funny, man.
But real talk, man. You stop comparing your life to somebody else's, especially when y'all on the same level, man.
Yeah.
You gotta get that jealousy and envy out your mind, man.
That sidebar. I don't condone violence in any way, shape, or form, man. Unless you gotta defend yourself. But what, for the life of me, what I never understood about niggas around here. Why the fuck y'all niggas don't go rob niggas across the mountain? Why you robbing your own motherfuckers?
Exactly.
But whatever, DJ.
I mean,
I got a rebuttal.
listen, man.
Right.
Listen. All my music is about self-actualization. If you actually listen to it, you will understand. Hey,
This nigga, man.
Shameless plug. Run that shit, DJ.
hey, look, man, you are in control of your own existence.
Okay.
Take it.
Right.
But we have to show people that it's possible, right?
Facts.
And that's why my music is about self-actualization. You should listen to it.
Listen to
Show
the-
Oh yeah, and then
And
like
get some merch
yeah, merch and shit.
and the bag.
Oh yeah, this thing.
Phase and Octopus will free your mind, people.
Yes.
Exactly. Like I'm on some funkadelic shit.
Respond to Tia too, by the way, while you at it, while you got it, while you got the
They ain't got
microphone.
transportation.
That's what's wrong.
That's what I was gonna say. You have to realize,
You right.
like the number of people that have never left this side of town.
Dog, they don't cross the tracks.
They don't.
It's motherfuckers that don't cross the tracks.
Like they club at the little hole in the wall spot on
Yeah.
Pearson. They go to the corner store to get
Go to
honey
Shell.
buns and-
all they schools
They
are on the same street.
Oh, 19.
They don't work too far from the house.
The most black, he like shit, man. I'm like, man, we need to travel the world. My homeboy never been past downtown.
Hey, dog,
You know what I'm
my
saying?
favorite
Maybe
song.
the courthouse downtown.
Like,
That's it.
Hey,
It's sad to say he never
been past downtown.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Like literally my favorite rap song.
That shit hard.
Like that is very true. Like niggas can get
statute of limitations, so he can say that.
He know how to beat that
Statute of
case anyway.
statute of limitations. And we'll put that for Nick.
He beat
That's
the case.
statute of
He good.
limitations.
He was at predominantly
He did his
white schools,
time. He
well,
served
yeah.
it. He served
Allegedly. He robbed only
allegedly.
white people when he went out to school.
Your auntie is watching this nigga. But yeah.
For real.
Hey,
I'm talking about literally in the comments.
Right.
Yeah.
She commented before you. You ain't see it.
Allegedly he robbed
Allegedly.
white people.
Allegedly.
But
DJ.
yo, go ahead.
But no, like, man, look, you gotta teach people what they are, man. And that's like, they exist outside of like the system. You know what I'm saying? And so like, you gotta get people to understand. Just be like, yeah, fuck the system. I'm just gonna live. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Cause then that like fucks up the whole setup of the system. But you gotta break people out of the comfort of the system because they've been conditioned to live within the system.
That's the hardest
And
part.
you know what I'm saying? That's the difficult part. And that's where like art and shit like that come in, because you know what I'm saying, you can reach people here and there.
That's why people go to work every day, because it's a sense of comfort. I know I can get a check on Friday.
Yeah, exactly.
Branching out and trying to do something on my own, like that shit takes sacrifice and time that you probably ain't willing to give
Or
up.
instead, you can just do the Roscoe P. Code chain. Put the motherfucking money in the bag. Yeah. So yeah, but what you saying is, what you saying is,
I literally was listening to them niggas Sunday. Like,
damn. But no, for real. What you saying about, you know, the sexual self-actualization is the hardest part, because everybody in this room know we went to Winona.
yeah.
Like
And
it's
West End.
and
Jackson Owen.
Carver. Yeah.
Okay,
Tomato.
We all broke, niggas. like that shit don't matter.
That nigga said, come and delete it.
Hey,
He literally
did.
Yeah. Hey,
I didn't know you could do that shit on the
go.
live stream.
Yeah,
I thought
that
it was
shit-
there permanently. Like, damn.
that shit go.
gotta cover that trail, dog.
I thought I saw a glitch. I was like, what the fuck was that?
Snapchat and comments.
Well, shout out to the live commenters.
You got another car, right? Or whatever y'all
Yeah,
call
T.
it, you know.
Yeah, God bless you. God bless you.
Man, I heard y'all motherfuckers tore up that brand new building, man. I don't know how true it is.
We fucked up that lunchroom a lot. It was plenty of food fights, bro.
Alright, hold on, man. Like, it's just so easy for people to follow, and that's the issue, man. That's it, especially in Birmingham. Motherfuckers follow the leader to the edge of the cliff, because that's exactly what niggas do in Birmingham, unfortunately. But I will say, man,
being a trailblazer.
I agree with every sentiment that, you know, that has been said. There's nothing much more to say, because it's even stressful even talking about this. From a political perspective. What?
I was reading the comments, man.
Yeah. You robbing a nigga that got $20 in his pocket.
Like, dog, what do you do?
Yeah, he got some J's on, but he got $20. You breaking even.
And then you can't sell the J's because nigga already won. And 9 times out of 10, you know what I'm saying? Either that or even scuffed them. So they going for nothing on GOAT. Like, listen.
He really broke it. No, okay. From a political perspective, man. When the report came out Monday, the fucking mayor, and don't get me wrong, like I always say, heavy is the head and wear the crown, man. That's no
gotta
doubt.
hold the bag. That's just all.
But no, this nigga, he talking about the situation like he one of us in the crowd, not on the stage. He was like, yeah, you know, it was a pandemic in Birmingham last year, but it was more than one pandemic. We got this pandemic. Nigga, you're the leader. Do you not understand? Like, where's the account? There's no accountability, man.
Yeah.
And that's so alarming to me, and that's why I don't think he's gonna be reelected. I don't stay in Birmingham, so I really don't have no dog in the fight. But yeah, that doesn't look
ran
good.
from there last time. Get an apartment so you can vote.
You stupid.
That was the nigga did it last time. The nigga that ran from there against him. Well, he running again this time.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate.
Nigga bought an
man.
apartment.
So we could talk about so many different ways going off this. Let me go into like the economic issue of it. The vaccines came to Jefferson County. When the initial report of the vaccines coming out, coming everywhere like in December, January, there was a couple of to hell with Houdini. This is stupid.
Woofing, man.
Oh,
take some glasses.
man. hey, all my days run together. Man, it was a lot of clinics on the north side, North Birmingham. They applied to get the vaccines from the government.
Nope.
And somehow they shipments went to fucking Mountain Brook, the richest town in Alabama.
Ain't no somehow. Somehow. You
them motherfuckers had a surplus of the vaccines.
Oh, you mean the same
Mountain Brook.
motherfuckers who gave us the hand-me-down books in high school?
But
and uniforms to Woodlawn.
the reason I brought that up, because that's one of the primary reasons why we fucked up too.
Yeah.
We just keep getting fucked over from an economic, socio-economic perspective, man. And that creates the savagery that we see every fucking day in this town, man.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't want to let's talk to another aspect of it, and I know he been pissed off about this all week. This is another reason why niggas be robbing and killing each other. Shoes, Nikes. I'm sure y'all. The report came out early. I know y'all gonna go in on this shit. Report came out early in the week, and the VP of Nike stepped down because her fucking son was selling shoes like a motherfucker. Man. This nigga had like over $1 million of Nike selling them, nigga. Selling them. He was taking money out of motherfuckers, niggas out the internet pocket, making money like a motherfucker.
Nigga stupid.
Check the comment.
Hold my coke.
Nigga Woodford so trash, William Bell had to stand up and say, hold my coke. I got unfinished business.
What coke are we talking about?
You know what it's fucking
about. Double entendre.
Hey man,
ask me how.
Just know the Bruno Mars and fucking Anderson .Paak shit is hot.
That should have been called
that much coke.
Coke Rush, goddamn. That type album. Of coke. Yeah, Coke Rush the album. That's what that shit is. Yeah, Coke Rush. That's the name of their album, goddamn. But no, for real though, fellas, let's talk. What y'all think about that whole situation, man? Them motherfuckers gonna get prosecuted in court. I mean,
no, they're not.
I think they gonna get prosecuted.
No, they're not.
Nike already embarrassed by the shit, cause like, man, niggas kill and for these shoes.
Listen, man,
we gonna go around. You want to start, DJ? Go ahead. Go.
Fuck it. Listen, nigga, I be trying to get shoes, and I can't get shoes, cause niggas like this. And I be wanting to wear them hoes. Like, I don't even be wanting to, like, resell.
Right.
Like, I actually like the shit.
Yeah.
And I just be getting fucked over. Because niggas like that.
Because this nigga, this privileged
capitalism strikes again.
This nigga got a warehouse, bro.
Yeah, I see this.
19 years old. Come on. Who bought a warehouse for this nigga? Come on, man.
Yeah, he got a credit card in his name.
Right. Like, he's swiping her shit.
You paying
her company card at that. Our company credit
this shit gotta be some type of goddamn.
You get more shoes in the store.
No, cause they know they got man
trampling over each other.
Cause it ain't just her.
And he get a discount.
This shit just opened up a whole can of worms.
You know what I'm
already know. She was probably just like, when
you know what I'm saying? Like
old enough, we gonna do this.
I was reading that this nigga was the small fish.
Right,
of course.
You know they gonna tell on everybody because that's what they do. We not going to jail, but somebody's going to jail.
They're gonna prosecute these motherfuckers, man. I think the government might even have something to say about this shit, man.
They got too much other shit on their plate.
Man, the shit. Look, man, Gene, the shit that go on in Chicago and Atlanta, the major cities, LA for fucking Birmingham for fucking shoes, man. You got niggas doing for shoes,
they not
man.
Gonna prosecute them.
Come on, man.
Niggas had to win a raffle just to get,
and they can't win the raffle because he's getting them
to buy.
Right.
Come on, man.
This thing got a whole warehouse. He getting them right out the, you know what I'm saying? What killed me the most about it was, motherfucker, and I guess that was his Instagram, whatever, West Coast Sneakers, Eugene, Oregon. Dude, like, what the fuck
you riding like a country.
They delivering it in 18 wheelers. So
right.
In the pictures and shit, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. He get more shoes than your goddamn Foot Locker inhibits and shit. You know what I'm saying? No. We stand in line, they be like, we ain't got but 40 pair. You know what I'm saying? You be looking around like, man, I'm number 60. I know I ain't finna. I'm still you know what I'm saying? That shit fucked up. That part of it is fucked up.
Man, hold on. Hey, talk, cause you a nigga that you an ex-former line stand-in nigga.
Yeah.
Please explain to motherfuckers.
That's what I'm saying. Like me too.
Oh yeah, nigga, you stand in line and West.
I got a different take on that, but I'm gonna let y'all
go.
Man, that's what's so unfortunate about it, cause your store can't get with so many shoes, and this nigga getting them right out the goddamn manufacturing line. We just stood in the cold.
Then they get flow models.
Right. We just stood in the cold, the fucking rain.
No, I literally stood in the rain, nigga.
Right.
Like, and didn't get the shoes.
Matter of fact, she was supposed to come by, but I never forget, this was 2006. It was like some back in the day coming out.
That's what I'm saying.
White and red ones and the burgundy suede.
Nigga, we was kids.
We was at Western Hills Mall, nigga, and there was so many people out there, bitch. You know, they had a little old people walking in there, and the janitor, and them motherfuckers came.
Old boy with the gloves.
Right, with the Jerry Curl
with the shades, nigga.
Nigga came to unlock the door, and everybody who was like, we were so packed in, everybody just rushed the door. in motherfucking frame and shit just
Broke.
boom.
Oh, I was there that morning.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Shit just shattered, and I remember this shit like it was
I got my
yesterday.
shoes that
It was
morning.
somebody mama in the very front, nigga. Her face, like the ambulance had
damn
to come,
shame,
like
man.
No,
her
that shit
was
crazy,
stood up, like
dog.
Juicy J.
I remember that shit.
Niggas, he fell. Niggas was stepping like I cut my hand trying to get this nigga off the goddamn ground.
And
so
I
we
just
could get
watched
in
all that
bitch
shit
and stand
happen.
in line.
I just walked in.
And then we still didn't get them. We had to go like 3 more places
I
that
got
morning.
Man,
you
that's
know what I'm saying?
fucking crazy.
I ended up getting them. You know what I'm saying? But I told myself, I was like, I ain't standing no more lines. Fuck Jordan. I was like, fuck this this whole setup. This some bullshit, man.
No, like what got me was like when I stood in the rain and didn't get them all like at Central Plaza Mall.
Man, I wasn't doing that. Fuck it. Just give me the ones.
What
I ain't
they
got to
say?
stand in line for the
We
ones.
robbed me of the shoe last night. But,
Man, talk about the drama real quick. We're gonna go to Gene about how niggas was out there waiting for niggas to come out. Oh, you like you got
man,
my
you
size.
know,
Oh yeah,
Put the motherfucking money in the bag. Goddamn.
man, you know, man.
Go ahead, go for it.
I used to go with them type of niggas.
Right. I've seen. I can't say no names, but because one of them he's passed on now. But I seen where niggas broke. We standing in line, and niggas down in the hall at another store and fucking got the gate up.
Oh, I remember that too. I remember that
It
shit.
was some motherfucking.
You like the scene out Coming to America.
The Flint 13s had.
I
dropped.
was there.
You know what I'm saying? It's like local celebrity niggas who ran up in that bitch and got their shit. I sat there watching. I'm telling my mom, I'm in here with my mama. I'm like, Mom, you ain't got to spend this money. I can go on, throw this little shirt on. We can grab it. We can go. Nah, it's gonna come back on. I said, I don't think so. We just gone. You know what I'm saying? We complaining about helping.
So he
Like,
talking about
you know
it
what
now?
I'm saying?
Oh, damn.
Oh no, like
Niggas
nigga,
with you?
we was
Nigga,
we
was
was
so many people. It was
we was all there that we was there all there that same day.
Movie, nigga, like I'm sitting there. We like, damn, why these niggas running back and forth? Next thing you know, you see
Nigga with boxes.
Looking like
I'm like,
Ezel goddamn
No.
running down the street.
I'm like, Mom,
That shit crazy.
we finna spend $200. These niggas not spending nothing.
And getting multiple pairs.
That shit was a sad.
Yo,
thing.
you want to buy some toothbrushes, man?
Right. But man, like
Why deal equipment?
all that shit, like, you know, it's America, man. Like,
Capitalism.
I mean, we born to this shit. Like the status quo of that shit. The confidence level it give you, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got money, so shit, but we got this shit. You know what I'm saying? What they say, white people say, poor people at school be wearing the fresh, black people wear the freshest shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we push the culture, but it's fucked up. I mean, I got plenty of stories, but there ain't no point, man. It's a 10,000 niggas in Birmingham know these stories. Like
Yeah.
they know.
Like all of them was there on the same day.
Right. It was like, oh man, I remember you was here when we got the such and suches. You know what I'm saying? Like it'd be a family reunion in
I
that
couldn't
bitch.
fucking do it, bro.
But yeah, man, I
I
mean,
couldn't do it.
the whole it's a racket, man. Like nigga ain't never had to stand in line for no Sauconys or no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man, release some more shoes. They ain't gonna not stop being hot. That shit is a part of our culture. Like
Yeah.
nigga can bring out just all white, ain't no color to them. It don't matter because somebody will paint them bitches and make them fresh. Like it don't fucking matter. Niggas gonna buy them bitches. I don't buy them no more. Not because I don't want to. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying I refuse to stand in them lines and shit, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, the raffle bullshit, all that shit now.
Like I
niggas
just go
have
on
to-
sneakers. If I get the shoe, I do. I don't. If I don't,
You know what I'm
I
saying? Just to say, hey, your spot in line has been, you know
That's
what I'm saying?
bullshit.
I got
Like,
homies
it's
that
all
got
fucked
bots
up.
though.
Like that's like I just seen niggas on Facebook the other day. Like I'm getting mine. They just sent me my confirmation.
That's a damn shame.
Yeah,
Seen those
I wouldn't put that on
screenshots and
Facebook,
posts and
but
shit
you
like
know what I'm
that.
saying.
Yeah.
Before we go to Gene, that nigga Nick is cutting up in these comments. Man.
Yeah, he
that
is.
nigga.
X-Form the
look at
line standing in, nigga. Still the line with you before cuss, bro. We damn so did. Yeah, that's
said
what
a
we
group
was
of
on.
individuals. A group of individuals robbed him.
Right, they robbed the fucker. We went to West Hill, niggas had tons of shit. We was there, like, yeah, man, like everybody was there, like, nigga, that shit could be a fucking movie, bro. Like, that's like the shit they be showing these little shows about sneakerheads and shit. They don't never
they don't
show
talk
the
about
shit
that
that
aspect
niggas
of
really has to go
Detroit,
through.
Yeah.
Chicago, Atlanta.
Man.
So, First off, when it comes to the fuck boy and his mom, I'm gonna say fuck him and fuck her too.
Right.
Cause she let that shit slide. As
Come on, Nick. I wouldn't even out there, man.
He ain't lying, man. I mean, goddamn.
so, I'm gonna take some time with this.
Hold on, who you calling? Who you talking about?
You talking about the
the Nike?
mom. Right.
Yeah, that is fuck.
So yeah,
shit.
fuck
Yeah.
him and fuck her. Cause I like the Nike brand. I ain't gonna front. But as a nigga who, and I'm gonna be completely candid. As a nigga who got cracked on from like fucking elementary through like middle school for wearing fucking Air Bears and Air Clubs and shit from the fucking flea market, like.
Signs of the struggle.
You know what I'm saying? I got my
Right.
first pair of name brand shoes when I went to Ramsey.
Right.
I got my first pair of Nikes when I actually
Pause.
worked in a shoe store.
How did that shit make you feel though when you got your first pair in high school?
I felt like the shit going to Ramsey with
That's
some,
what I'm
with some,
saying.
you know what I'm saying? They was fucking Reeboks.
Yeah.
It was like it was like the
Like they was soldieries. I was a
I
big
would say
Cash
they
Money
soldier.
fan. Yeah, like you know, I
Damn.
had the camo on the side because we had uniforms. Then.
Yeah.
You know, you had to do something.
chick star wearing micro braids and shit. It was like, man,
And
we
all
got
white
coming
with the
up,
bubble
you
gum
know?
bottom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Them shits was $40. I still
Right.
felt cool as fucking now.
See, man.
But at the same time, though, like this is where I developed.
This nigga so silly, man.
You know what I'm
This nigga
saying?
incriminating everybody. Yes, you
He
know.
ain't gonna say no names. He ain't gonna,
Right. My bad.
But
he ain't gonna say no names.
but this is where I like
I'm good. I'm just stretching.
like when I worked in the shoe store.
Ooh, that was
shout
good
out-
times.
That was good times. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well,
shout
y'all
out-
niggas work that shit, though, nigga.
though we had a whole squad and there was me, Drake. I think
I still got
and
like
Robert.
elbow drop Robert ass
You know
for
what I'm saying?
FD and to pay my wife for it.
Man, Robert took a pair of my LeBrons. Bro, like,
Damn.
so yeah,
Swap outs and shit,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
But I think he hooped in them bitches. So he ain't really FD them. Huh? He probably FD them.
See,
intentionally.
my shoes was ill for the nigga to wear, so he had
See,
to FD my shit.
FD is a term that you know if you worked in the shoe store.
What the
It's
hell
like,
do that mean?
It means like factory defective.
Right.
So
Send these
what we would do
Yeah,
is
gotta send them back.
take some old beat up shoes and send them back, and the store
Yeah,
would get
niggas
credit
fine.
for them. But we would like
Yeah.
the new pair. Like
Hey,
Slime.
the shit was fire.
Slime.
hey,
I
we
remember
getting
that. I
it.
And
remember
then
that
like,
shit.
You know what I'm saying? But
then like I had small feet, so I get all the fires with
Oh
me
yeah, of
shoes,
course. Yeah.
but
yeah.
cheap as fuck.
so here's my double-edged
work
sword,
that too,
right?
Nah, them niggas work
Okay.
there.
Oh, you just the hook.
Them my niggas.
So this
Yeah,
my double-edged sword, right? Because I understand the hustle. Because
The shit genius
like
now.
You can't knock the hustle.
I bullshit you not. I just rapped about this on the shameless plug on the brother from another pack with D. We was talking about teen spirit, and I said something like, I want to bob or work at the mall with one of my dogs. Central Plaza at Foot Action selling them Jordans early. No, I had to tax them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey.
that put gas in my tank. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nigga,
I
my
get it.
roommate was
You
paying
know what I'm
our
saying?
rent. All niggas buying goddamn shoes early.
You know what I'm saying?
nigga.
We give them to them early. They spent a couple hundred.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then also, like, if you pay like 50 or something, we hold your pair. Like, that's just shit that you do when you work in the shoe store. But that's a whole nother level.
Boy.
So I get the hustle, right? But my thing is, like, I ain't gonna even front. To this day, I've never bought, owned, or wore a pair of Jordans. Because I saw how and it ain't nothing against nobody that do it. It just became something for me.
Yeah.
As the same kid that used to get cracked on for wearing flea market shoes.
Now I'm taxing y'all ass.
No, and here's the thing. I didn't work at Foot Locker. We didn't sell like athletic footwear. I worked at Foot Action. Right. This was urban
Yeah,
style,
lifestyle, like
culture
That's
shit. That's
Champion,
what
they had all the
Foot Action
champion
was.
shit,
Yeah, like, and it's when Champs. You know, Champs was more like
Right,
prestige athletic. They all owned by the same people.
Right, they
People
all
don't
owned
know
the
that,
same
but
umbrella.
Foot Action, Champs,
Yep.
yeah.
Foot Locker, they all owned by the same corporation.
I remember all that.
But I worked at Foot Action. This was like the black spot to get the stylish shit.
Right.
And that shit was like, I watched niggas tell me to my face that they avoided paying their power bill or they not getting their kids diapers
Yeah,
in
for the
order to
fucking-
get these shoes.
Yes.
man.
I watched riots
Fucking
outside the store for the Black Aqua 8s that came out for Christmas.
Yeah.
I remember we
Like,
stood in line.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, damn.
Big heavy motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? I got cussed out because the nigga was standing in line at the same time niggas was here for Aqua 8s, and he wanted a pair of the Spizikes, which were more expensive, but when it's popular. And I personally felt like you was stupid for coming in the middle of this chaos when we got your shoes on reserve anyway.
Yeah.
But I watched how we behaved about tennis shoes.
Yeah.
So even to this day, I don't clean tennis shoes. Like I got a bunch of pairs.
Like, I don't clean my
Y'all
shit.
seen? I got cubicles of shit in there. I don't clean tennis shoes. I don't give a fuck about them in that sense.
Nah, I wear my shit.
But yeah, like if I got them, I wear them. And you know what I'm saying? What Cole said, my sneakers is dirty, but that's how I like it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Hey.
But as somebody that watched how that shit play out, like, and even knowing, like, I got friends, I ain't gonna name them. Nick, you gotta quit cutting up. You know what I'm saying?
Clowning, man.
But if we're speaking of just to make this shit full surface, full circle, right? Before the Sportsplex or whatever they call it now was called that, when it was called Bill Harris or Fair Park.
It's still Bill Harris right now.
Like, it's still Bill Harris.
Like, when it was that, though, and we was throwing, like, the high school parties and shit in there, we were going there performing. Like, because I went to Ramsey for 1 year. I knew homies from Ramsey after I got put out. Was like, oh, we don't go over there and fuck with the west side of town. Like, no, don't do that. And I know niggas coming into those hood parties, stunning and shit, and got the new J's.
Cause you had to get on the you had to get on the cars after the Fair Park parties.
Yeah, like literally. I bullshit you not.
No.
Like I'm dead ass serious. I'm dead ass serious. She's not lying. Like you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean
the fair.
The niggas that I rap with got bullet holes in their cars from shootouts. I saw a nigga from Ramsey. I can't name his name because I want to keep him anonymous. But he literally got beat up. They broke the teeth in his mouth and stole the shoes off his feet in the middle of the party. You know what I'm saying? Like these are.
They just rushed the man and just.
He shouldn't have been there.
He just wasn't a familiar face from the side of town, so he looked like a mob.
And I bet after that, he was like, man, he should have known not to come over here with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Basically. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm saying that was the culture. But at the same time, I always viewed that as something like our fascination with this is destructive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It can.
But even though it can be destructive, I understand that it is a part of culture, especially hip hop culture. But this money scheme of Nike, like, that shit is just way out the window.
That's the only thing.
And I feel like
them niggas.
they not gonna prosecute them because they got, like, they don't give a fuck about somebody using their person credit. Like, he used the credit card. Here's the. It's just, it ain't necessarily wrong. No. It's just frowned upon. Right. Because she
unethical.
Works. It's unethical as fuck, but it's frowned upon. It's because she worked for Nike. I guarantee, if I got a 50% discount at Foot Action, I can guarantee you she probably getting an 80% discount at Nike.
For sure.
And she's in
VP.
She probably ain't paying shit on her credit card. He probably getting 5 pair for the price of 1. So, but she's paying for them legitimately because you can't order that many shoes and not see it on your credit card bill.
That's why I was
saying him. You can be VP at Amazon. I don't give a shit. You gonna see 3,000 pairs.
You get that notification as soon as you swipe credit cards now.
You know what I'm saying? So they're not gonna prosecute them because she was also paying her credit card bill to cover those charges. Yeah. Like that credit card would have been shut down a long time ago if this was something that he was doing fraudulently.
They just got fucking caught.
They just got caught. And they didn't get caught for nothing wrong. They just got caught for something that's frowned upon by her being a Nike employee. So they're not going to prosecute them for that. And at the same time, it's some bullshit. But because they're taking advantage of people in general, I mean...
People who dying for these motherfuckers.
People who dying for them, but also fucking hype beasts, which I don't really have a fucking...
I can't stand them motherfuckers.
I'm not a hype beast fan at all. But these niggas will spend $3,000 on a pair of tennis shoes that originally costed $300.
Right.
Because they want to have the shoes so bad. So I don't really feel guilty for any party. It's just kind of like, fuck all of them. But the hustle of it, I can't knock, but at the same time, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because if
I just want the shoes, man. I don't want to pay over retail.
Exactly. Like some people are very passionate about that and just want the shoes. And I get limited edition shit, but you can't be a fan and doing shit like that. You know what I'm
he
saying?
could have legitimately just opened up a shop and just sold them when they released. But he doing the resale.
This completely unrelated. That shit just remind me of somebody like fucking Leor Cohn standing outside of fucking Atlantic Records playing Lupe album on the boombox. I was like, is this what you want? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's some slime ball snake bullshit that I just like. It kind of just disgusts me. Is it wrong? No, but it's very fucked up, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Man, well, let me ask you this though. If that was you and your pop, your pop VP, would you venture off into selling the shoes like that? Because you can get them at a discounted rate.
Nah, because if you VP at Nike, you don't really want for any fucking thing. That's just greed.
Yeah,
you can do whatever.
Nah, I'm being the most lazy
VP for
nigga
Nike. My kids can do whatever the fuck they want to do.
And
Nike as a company is probably worth about $22 billion last time I checked.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you are VP, you can't tell me you ain't got a $500,000 salary from Nike.
If not more.
If not more. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, that's where I differ from you. I don't like what they did, but if my mama was running shit, fuck it, I ain't going to college. I could have did it.
But that's because we never had nothing. That's why you think like that.
Yeah, right. I feel you.
No, like
did
my
this
mother
guy
VP of Nike. I'm making so much music. Like nigga,
fuck. Like
I'm not selling shoes. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do.
That's fact.
Like nigga, I'm just wearing all the best shit.
Yeah, like I'm fly as fuck. I get these the red Yeezys all on your
Red
sofa.
October.
These the red Octobers.
Man, I almost spent 3 stacks on them hoes. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, but I almost spent $3,000 on them shoes.
The resale, that's what needs to stop though.
But that's what I'm
the
saying.
resale
like,
value need to stop. Because
man.
like the
that's a
Virgil,
part of this.
the Virgil shit.
We American.
Yeah, Virgil Abloh that.
This shit ain't working.
Don't even get me started on that
I had to
nigga.
say that shit all the time. But like, the Virgil shit is like how you could have got if you could have got them retail like in the next couple of hours, them bitches worth $1,000.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
and it's just because it's Virgil.
Right, and
that shit
crazy.
crazy.
And these bitches just some beige ass shoes. They not
No, with a
zip tie on that whole like,
man. You can do that at
And
the
the
goddamn
specs
house.
printed on the side.
Yeah,
Fuck, man.
it ain't even the space. It's like, all right, sold in exclamation points. Man, don't get me started on Virgil.
Right, I got you.
Definitely. You know,
We had to talk about this bullshit, man, because I just
my drip would be immaculate as hell.
Exactly.
you ain't gotta
Exactly.
do shit. Like, you could be the white boy rapping. Nigga, you could be Jack Harlow. I don't give a fuck. Man, you're not selling shoes though.
There's so many different angles you could take with it, nigga. I'd be kicking it with Cristiano, getting Ronaldo, getting the
Fam.
same shit, selling that shit on the internet.
That is more respectable because now you got the LeBrons early.
You got a real life NFT.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Unfungible token. And that shit is gonna be huge.
oh yeah.
No,
Oh, no.
Not even.
I might have to like come up with an NFT one day. I don't know, dude.
Like, what if the Wu-Tang album was a NFT?
It kind of is.
It is.
Man, what is
but-
it? Can y'all please explain?
Non-fungible token, right? So this is what's going down right now, like in the crypto world and shit, right?
Well, bring
so,
on the street because we mentioned Wu-Tang. So you remember when Wu-Tang made that one copy of one album?
We was
which
talking about him,
wasn't-
Scarelli, when he bought it.
right?
Yeah.
2 million or something.
Yeah.
So NFTs kind of work with the same concept. There's only a certain amount, a limited amount.
Just scarce. It's scarcity.
But it's
Yeah,
digital,
it's-
right?
But it's digital.
Wow.
But here go the crazy shit.
It's
that
authentic.
blockchain shit.
Okay.
Limits.
You can make it where you could get one of these, and the value goes up. Say it's like some crazy shit, like the last shit Muhammad Ali signed or something, like a poster or something, right?
Yeah.
Now you can put value to this shit, right? Let's say this fucking poster is worth a couple $1 million now. Now you can go out and say, hey, I want to liquefy this shit, so I'm gonna sell tokens of this shit that I got on the fucking wall, and people can invest in it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They can buy shares, and they can use those shares as money and buy other shit or whatever.
LeBron James highlight sold the other day for $280.
Like the NBA selling these hoes.
Yeah, like this shit is about to blow up. Just wait on the next Star Wars or any next Superman, Batman.
Like nigga, when they get like 100, they can sell scenes.
Like
they can sell like limited copies of a scene from a movie.
This
like on some cutting room floor, like extra shit. They can sell.
That shit finna
so this is like
this the
new
play,
age hedge fund manager type shit.
Almost. This the play me and DJ was talking about earlier, right? So Jay-Z just sold majority stake in Tidal.
Let's talk about that next. Then we ain't gotta talk about nothing else because I got my own reservation about that.
So I'm gonna let
you going right into it. Go ahead.
So Jay-Z sold majority share of Tidal to a guy named Jack Dorsey.
Twitter. He owns Twitter.
Yeah, he owns Twitter, but he also owns Square.
Yeah, that's who David worked for.
So he's big in like digital payments. Right? Square is also owner of Cash App. Right. Cash App allows you to buy Bitcoin.
Right.
What Jack Dorsey's ideas may be, which is speculation right now, is that because Tidal was always created for the artists to have more resources, tools, and to get back they shit. Right. So what we believe that in the artist community and people talking online about it is that with this recent purchase of Tidal and Jack Dorsey taking majority ownership, what he's trying to do is set the platform up so that the artists can sell their albums and music as NFT tokens. Exclusive. So say you want to go platinum, right? You only got 1 million copies of this album. That's all it takes to go platinum, 1 million copies, right?
Yeah.
But now, instead of streams, there's a limited quantity of this album that can't be reproduced, but you gotta actually buy it. Back to like a digital form of almost buying physical CDs.
Yeah.
So now what label, what masters, you created this, you own this, you just pay your percentages to your people. But the scarcity of it creates value.
So it's albums that we may not even be able to listen to.
Yeah, right.
Somebody could charge you to listen to their shit.
Yeah,
and
because
then
you own one of the copies, you can do whatever you want to do with that copy.
You could be a one-hit wonder now, and that shit could make you $100 million. You know what I'm saying? Because
you only want to put out 100 copies.
Like the shit Drake just dropped.
It's endless possibilities.
What if it was limited to 10 motherfuckers? Now the value of that stream just went. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't a stream though.
It ain't a
shit crazy.
But that's the idea.
And that's with anything that's physical or digital. This shit is coming down the pipeline right now.
Yeah. I've been watching this shit since like last year, dog. Mm-hmm. I've been watching this shit happen since like last year.
So niggas gonna impede art getting out to everybody, basically.
The shit finna get crazy, though.
I mean, that's
like the dystopian future is here, man.
Yeah, that shit fucked up. I mean, but let's talk about this Tidal shit, and I'm gonna start it out because I've been a customer of Tidal since it dropped in 2015. I had it the first day. Me and him talk about this all the time. I was like, hey man, if he sells it to Jack Dorsey, I'm out.
Jay-Z's a fraud, man. Let's just be real.
If he
He's a capitalist.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I'm out, man. Like I love Tidal. I love what it represented, but I'm not fucking with Jack Dorsey. He may have good intentions with it, but people like myself and other people, they bought it because it was Jay-Z. It was owned for the artist.
Rollout concert and everything.
And now, because it is, I'm going to Apple, man.
Y'all wonder why, like.
Can I jump
back in? I never bought into like the whole time.
So I'm gonna say these 2 things. One, you should go to Apple just because if I had to choose between Jack Dorsey and Steve Jobs, I would choose Steve Jobs, and he pulled the fastest one on the music industry ever. That's fucked up, but I respect the move because they ain't believe in him. So, overcharge niggas for what they did to the Cold Crush. Same thing Jay said. But, because Apple get 30% of anything streamed or played. Then they go for everything from their music to the App Store to whatever. Niggas don't know that, but Apple keeps 30% of everything that comes through them. But I would say go with Apple just because Apple works better. I'm a fan of the ecosystem. But I will say this, fuck with Jack Dorsey. Because Jack Dorsey is the same motherfucker who banned Donald Trump from Twitter when he was talking.
But look how long it took him to do the shit, though, man.
I mean,
he profited off of Trump for a while, bro.
I mean, that's white people and that's capitalism. But I
know Jack gonna give me my money.
He could have kept profiting off him, even with the election loss. He could have left him man up there. But when the riots happened, he was like, okay, this shit's too far. Like, and he cut that shit off himself personally. But Jack Dorsey is not a bad guy. Like I said, he's a capitalist, but he's also a brilliant mind.
You're not wrong.
You know what I'm saying?
You're not wrong.
So, yeah, Apple should be free for Apple users. But I will say that Apple Premier plan is fucking lit. So I'm fucking with that.
But yeah, I just, man, I know, you know.
But don't count Jack Dorsey out because he gonna make some plays. Because he's big in the crypto space as well.
Yeah.
So he's all about like ownership of content and being able, because basically Twitter, even though it's a public platform, it's his content. Like whatever you put on there, it's in the terms and conditions when you sign.
Yeah, it's my shit. I mean, even a cell phone, this they shit you just buy.
But with Tidal, he gonna take a piece of it. Don't get me wrong. It ain't gonna be as crazy as Apple. But he's also gonna put ownership back into the hands of artists. So now it's on you to
better than what Jay-Z was doing.
It's gonna be better than Jay-Z was doing because Jay-Z comes from a time that, and don't get me wrong, Jay-Z is not a dumb man by far.
No,
but
not.
When it comes to this new age of technology, we talked about this on one of the previous episodes, how anything could teeter the balance of power when it comes to white people. Like we talked about distributed ledger technology, blockchain technology, basically. Yeah. Like he's one of the brilliant minds in that as well. And he knows how it can be used to put shit back into ownership of people.
And I'm glad you said that.
Jay don't know how to do that physically.
I'm glad you said that because it's still, in a way, it's like a partnership.
It's the mission of Jay.
A lot of people were saying, like, man, Jay-Z only sold it for like almost under 300 when it's probably valued at 400 or 500 million. But he's on the board of trustees now. So that let me know, like, it's still...
Not of Tidal, of Square.
Oh, but for Tidal too.
I mean, he on the board of trustees for Tidal, but when he sold it, it was in exchange to be.
So that's why he took the pay cut
of Square, which is a payment system.
Okay, he knew exactly.
Oh no, so it's definitely a money move. Okay. Nah, let's not count Jay out like that. Like, he's on the board of Square now.
Oh, okay.
Which also owns Cash App, Square payment system, and Cash App.
Okay, so that's why he did. It's like, a chess move.
Most of the let's be frank about it. Like fucking 70%. I feel me, and this is probably exaggerated numbers, but me personally, looking at niggas from the hood who talk about stocks and buying stocks, I feel like 70% of the niggas who own stock bought their stock through Cash App. Because it allows you to buy
stock from Cash.
Yeah, you can buy stock.
Bitcoin.
You can buy stock.
I knew the Bitcoin, but I ain't know damn.
Through Cash App. And I feel like that's how they got their door into it. So for a nigga that owns, like, Square has never been big in the black community. But when Cash App came out with a card that was black, niggas got Cash App cards. Like, niggas got hashtags and everything for fucking Cash App. Like, black people are more vested in Cash App than they are Square, even though it's a subsidiary of Square. You know what I'm saying? So for Jay to sell that in exchange to be a power player in the money market, that's the trade-off.
The new age money market.
Exactly.
The new age money, yeah.
I just wish he stopped talking about black ownership when, I mean, it's really just about the money. You know what I'm saying? And
he was saying cut the malarkey.
Right.
I mean, he said he's saving all his coin because he just, you know, what he said on Meek album, 100% of Ace of Spades owned by me. You know what I'm saying?
He sold that motherfucker too.
He just sold half of that to Hennessy Moet.
Yeah.
Because Hennessy is a big brand. They got a system bigger than his.
Yeah.
Like,
never settle.
You know, he gonna reach $2 billion before 2022 over with. Like, trust me. Like,
with this NFT shit and shit, you finna see billionaires and trillionaires pop up like
out of nowhere,
out of their mama's basement.
Yeah,
for real.
Yeah.
I mean, people like fucking sold like a bunch of pieces for $1 and like was like encouraging motherfuckers to flip them hoes for like thousands. You know what I'm saying?
Cause like, I'm invested on the back end already.
Yeah. Like, I'm Beeple, nigga. Like,
I'm buying tokens like a motherfucker.
like that's the thing. Like, and that's the crazy shit. Like, cause artists who are like more altruistic than others, like Beeple, like that nigga sold pieces for $1. This is fucking Beeple, one of the biggest digital artists out. And then he was just like, I'm selling pieces for $1, so motherfuckers can flip them for thousands.
Right, because you know they're gonna be more valuable in the future. In the short term,
because I ain't gonna lie, man, I was kind of reluctant, but I'm gonna keep it for a while. But yeah, that shit count. I'm like, damn, Jay. Then he had a whole little rollout on the app because the deal was closed on March the 4th and finalized. So he made a March 4th playlist. He got him and Jack Dorsey drinking some elitist red wine.
I'm gonna tell you now,
that nobody probably can get. You know, but
like,
he just came up with a play,
man. Like for me, man,
and he knew what Jack Dorsey did to Donald Trump. That's probably a little spite from Jay, just like a jab at Trump as well. Like,
you know, they've been working on this for about a year, nigga. Yeah. Him and Jack Dorsey been going on vacation together. His family and Jack Dorsey family, all that shit, and they just had to make it work. They had to make it make sense, and I guess it is. Yeah. Now, you know, since you crystallized it for me, I don't feel as bad as I did yesterday about it.
No.
So
he just sold majority stake.
Yeah.
But it's still gonna be designed to help the artist in a whole different place.
Because I'm pretty sure artists
that was like my thing about Tidal in the beginning, though, man. Like, it may be good for the artist, but what about the consumer? Like, I'm gonna tell you now, like that high fidelity shit. Just a joke.
Yeah. Like, the regular ear can't tell the difference.
Like, not even just that. Like, first off, you listening through Bluetooth. You streaming and you listening through Bluetooth. Like, you already getting lost 2 ways. Because first off, you streaming. And it ain't good enough for high fidelity.
You have to physically download it to your device.
Exactly.
To get the high.
And then if you're listening to it on Bluetooth, you get lost anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like that whole lossless thing is like a ripoff anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is what it is, man. But yeah, that's it, man. It was other stuff, but yeah, that's good. We had almost at 1:00. So yeah,
who was in this bitch?
Yeah, it was a good. I mean, shit, we just like really just shooting this shit, kicking
the timer on, tripping.
Yeah,
oh no, we was in.
I'm good, man. We wrap it
the
up.
faithful lie. I said 3 hours 35 minutes.
Damn.
No, it don't.
That over there on the left.
Damn. Oh shit.
Yeah, we out. We time to get up out of here now.
All right. Well, we've been recording for an hour 41, so I don't know, maybe.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I just probably had that page up for that long.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, maybe.
We'll
We'll see. But
oh yeah, we need to do another mashup with Tia now, man.
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
we gotta go rock with them, man. Y'all gotta come back through and kick it with us. So shout out to Chilla T and the always authentic Anise Austin. Shout out to King LJ in the comments.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ma. Shout out to Nick Brooks. Shout out to Rena. I saw you in there as well. Yeah, Nick, you just gotta come through one night because you be talking mad shit.
Yeah. That's
Air Max replica.
man, that nigga silly, man. That nigga silly.
Big silly.
Right.
I teared up.
We gonna wrap it up. Yes, this has been.
Oh, Tia, you got it. I want to be on your show. Just let me know.
Yeah.
Actually, because her shit is the news. It's like a laid back version of the news.
Yeah, you'll fuck with that.
Yeah. Just let me know.
So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. That is the phasing octopus that we call DJ, who is a DJ amongst 7 other things. That is a rapper named Mark. You got to say the whole thing like a Tribe Called Quest or a pimp named Slickback. This is Professor X. I am Eugene Wright, also known as Eugene Wright, but my mama called me Itty. That is your host, C. Noah. This has been another episode of the Sweet Life Podcast. Make sure y'all follow us on all social media platforms at Sankofa Sweet on whatever you want, except for Snapchat, because I ain't on that shit. Visit sankofasweet.com for your music, merch, podcast episodes, videos, and everything else. Y'all be safe. Wear your mask and carry
To April 9th.
Y'all be safe.
Even way it after that.
Yeah.
Cause fuck all of them. They on that bullshit.
Be safe and stay dangerous. Yeah. Peace out, y'all.
Yeah. Man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be at that game now. DJ, I know I'm going to the goddamn classic. You can believe it. And we gonna party, DJ. We gonna barbecue, goddamn. Use bathroom. But yeah, that was a good episode, man. But yeah, had good balance.
Niggas on the NFTs, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all, I just bought like 100,000 coins or some shit called Ecomi. They fucking with like $10? Like $100. Oh, okay. But they fucking with like the Marvel shit and Pokemon and all this shit. So once
they like TCG, like the trading card game shit? Like niggas buying fucking Blue Eyes White Dragon cards and shit?
All I gotta do is wait on like the next Batman movie.